Tony?
Hold on, let me see how much I have in my wallet. Let me get back to you.
All right. Well, it's an activity that is so San Diego, and it brings thousands of people to our area every year, and some love it so much that they stay for good.
Of course, we are talking about surfing, perhaps the most popular sport here in San Diego, but people can get hurt. Joining us around the table to talk more about surfing safety and how to prevent injuries on the water is Dr. Amar Arora, orthopedic surgeon with Sharp Memorial Hospital. Thank you so much for being here to talk about surfing injuries. People can get injured. I will tell you this, I'm not a surfer, but I do boogie board. And I have been hit by waves and hurt my back. I have gone face first into the sand.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
It can happen, and I like to talk about the art of falling is just as important as the art of surfing. So falling when you're on a board or on a boogie board is as important to understand to safely prevent any injuries. The biggest thing, of course, is the equipment more than anything else. Having a boogie board or surfboard can pose some obstacles, not knowing exactly where that is if you fall into the water. So you always want to be a little bit cautious about where that board may be.
Okay, hold on. You said the art of falling. So how do you gracefully fall?
Yeah, I'm not sure there's any graceful way to fall, but maybe
protect the face. Protect the face.
Right? I mean, when you fall into the ocean, you don't know exactly where the board may be, and so you want to make sure you protect your face and your head more than anything else. The board can pose as a blunt instrument, so it can cause head trauma. It can have those sharp fins that can cause lacerations and other sort of cuts. So if you're coming up from the water, you want to make sure your hands are above your head to prevent the injuries from the board itself. And that's just the equipment. That's not to get away from the actual art of surfing that could cause some injuries as well.
And if you're going out there and you're going to be hitting some of these waves that can be, 6-7 footers, and they can be pretty powerful, you need to be prepared for that. You stretch, things like that, right?
Oh, absolutely. We like to talk about consistency being really important. So no matter what type of exercise regimen you do, stretching is going to be very important into your normal daily routine. And that could be as simply as dynamic motion before surfing, just taking your muscles through all the range of motion that it may be encountering during surfing. And then more static exercises afterward. That could be more like your static yoga poses, your more traditional yoga poses, like the cobra or even the pigeon exercises that can get those muscles to really get used to the weird kind of odd positions that your body can be in.
Okay, Doc, what kind of injuries are you seeing the most of?
Yeah, outside the blunt trauma that we talked about, I mean, it's more rotational injuries, so muscle strains, knee-related injuries. We do see a lot of lower extremity problems, knee, ankle, shoulders. Every once in a while, we see some dislocations. Obviously, if the waves are pretty big, depending upon how you fall, we see a tremendous amount of sports-related injuries that we can see.
Yeah.
Can certain equipment actually cause injuries if you don't know how to use them? I see a lot of paddle boarders out there, and I'll watch them, and I'm like, that is a big paddle board, and they, they've got their little rowing device, and they're taking on the waves and hopping them, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna eat it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you need to understand your equipment before you go into the water, and so having an understanding of your limitations is gonna be critical, right? Not only to prevent injuries to yourself, but others who may be around you when you're surfing too.
Right.
Also very, almost of an etiquette to make sure that you understand your equipment.
Now, is there a certain age group that's more at risk while they're surfing?
I don't think there is necessarily. Right. I mean, we can see these injuries in younger patients and, of course, older patients. I think the key is just to make sure that you're ready for what may come there. I mean, the unexpected nature of surfing needs to be really understood. And so whether you're young or old, I think there's a tremendous amount of fun that can be had, just making sure that you're safe and ready to experience the surfing art.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Dr. Arora, thank you so much for joining us here.
It's my pleasure.
Appreciate all your great advice.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime.
All right. Thank you.
When I go surfing.